Hello folks, welcome to Larry's Fountain Pen Review. Today we're going to be reviewing the Parker Calligraphy Set. So right here we'll look at this box. And I picked this up from AB Rustic Relics, which you can find on eBay, Facebook, and all the social networks. So give a shout to Big Bad Brad. He's there waiting to take your order and get it shipped to you as fast as possible. Well, okay. The Parker pen case right here. This was released in 1989. The pen set comes in a gray molded plastic cover, as you see here. Yep. And it's inside, after I show you both sides, we'll open it up. It comes with a booklet telling you all about the pen and the nibs. It comes with a converter, and it comes with 6 cartridges. So if you prefer to use the cartridges instead of a converter, that's entirely up to you. It's your choice. So this set is the Vector set. So again, you get 1 converter, 6 cartridges, different colors. So that's pretty cool. It's a limited instruction manual right here. As I said, it's in 7 different languages and a step-by-step guide to calligraphy made in the UK. And the nib set has fine, medium, and broad. All right? So, gotta go look at that. And I'll let Mr. Announcer read the rest. You can start there and work your way down. Well, I hold it up. Nib. I'm trying to get him here.
Yeah, the nib set has a fine, medium, broad pelleted nib. It is a calligraphic nib type, calligraphy set. The name is the Deluxe Calligraphic Set. Manufacture year of 1989. The length of the pen is 5 1/4 inches, and there are 4 different italic nibs.
So that's what you get in this set. So I'll just open the booklet up a little bit, and it shows you filling instructions on Parker. So, and it shows you how you can do different kinds of calligraphy with this. So it's a pretty interesting set. To say the most about this pen is that I've been wanting different nibs to play around with, and fortunately Brad had this set available, so I had to grab it up. So thank you, Big Bad Brad. So let's check out the pen. It comes with the nib, and I believe this is going to be your regular nib. This is a medium nib. It has M on the nib as well. It's your standard Parker Vector fountain pen. So we'll just pull that off. That's where you post them on the end. So we need to just unscrew the barrel. Wow, nothing in there because everything's here. So we'll set this aside. So then you're going to have your different nib sizes. And where's my seeing glasses? Right here. And we'll just pull one out. This one is going to be your fine. This is going to be your medium. Or it could be on broad probably. Let me see before I... Yep, this is a medium. And this is the broad. Okay, so there's going to be a difference in the medium, like Mr. Announcer just mentioned. This nib is your, if you can see the nibs, this is your standard medium Parker nib, and this is a Parker calligraphy nib. You see it cut more straight across.
Turn it this way. Yeah.
Right there. Okay, let me look at this nib for a minute. So this is how the unit works. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and this is the permanent blue versus the permanent black. I think I'm going to go this time with permanent black. And then we're going to go over all 4 nibs and show you how they write. So it don't take Parker cartridges. And you just get that little sucker and bam, you hear that little click kind of thing that's in there securely. Not going to go nowhere. So we'll let that ink up in a minute. And I will get some paper to get started here. So let me just grab this Clairefontaine paper. Just use this up a little bit. Let's see if it's ready to write. And we'll go ahead and post it. So this is going to be the regular nib. And it hadn't yet got to the nib yet, but it will. There you go. There we go. Alright, so here's the downstroke. And here's a cross stroke on this one. Medium nib. This is a medium nib. Parker. And Victor. Okay. Okay, and a little wet test here. It's wet. So, what I want to do next is pull out the fine. And we'll get this one started. Here's the fine calligraphy nib from the Parker Victor. Get this wet and going. You really got to get it going first when you first put it in there, but that's typical of all pens that you use a cartridge with. So this is the fine. And I do see some different line variations on that cross stroke, and I do see some on the downswing. I liked it. Yep. And I'll stop there. And a little wet test there. It's nice and wet. So, and I better mark this fine before I forget. Okay. So, that one's going to stay there. And let's get the medium calligraphy nib going on here. Get it going. Here we go. Right there. Now this is the medium calligraphy nib from Parker. And we're going to go here. You can already see the totally difference on the downstroke and your cross stroke. It's going to be thinner. And we'll do some writing. And I'll stop there, do a little wet. Nice and wet. And last but not least, so this should be the broad. Make sure. Yes, it is. Okay, let's get ready for the broad. This would be a lot of fun if you're into fountain pens and you want to really start learning calligraphy. You might want to check out getting one of these sets. Here we go. Oh yeah. And it does lay down the ink. And then I'm going to put this one on top. It's going to have a thin line going across. And you see on the downstroke how thick that line is. That would be a lot of fun. Nice nib. Very, very nice nib. So, what makes these different than the regular standard nibs? The nibs are cut across. They don't have the tipping as the standard nib does. So, the stub tips are cut straight across. We'll just use this one here. The top. And easiest to use of the three, they're saying. So, a cursive italic point is similar to a stub except sharper, giving more line width variations between the vertical and a horizontal stroke. Now remember this, the sharper and narrower the point, the less smooth it will feel on paper, and sometimes on the corners of the nib, the corners may sometimes grab paper. Now this, when you're writing with it. But this one, no, not yet. But I've had some italic nibs, and learning how to write with them, I'd have to be careful with them because I found myself digging into paper. But this one is really sweet. Once that ink starts flowing. Now, I've usually find out I don't have a whole lot of luck with a lot of cartridges. Sometimes they don't start up right away. It just depends. But now this one uses a lot of ink, lots of ink. Let me just see what it looks like now. Well, that's kind of hard to, well, let's see here. Wow. See, this was full. Now it's down to about here already. Believe that or not, uses lots of ink. But there's a lot of enjoyment with that. This is like crazy fun. Look at that. And just the writing in the lines stayed between. It really is a cool pen. So, there you have it. the Parker Calligraphy Set. My opinion, I really enjoyed using it. My first real calligraphy set, and Parker, one of my favorite brands. So if you're interested, check out Big Bad Brad on his website, Mr. Announcer at.
On eBay, they are simply AB Rustic Relics.
That's where you find them. Simply Rustic Relics on eBay. That'll do me, folks. Thank you for joining me on Larry's Fountain Pen Review. I hope you had a fun time with the calligraphy set. If you're interested, really check them out. They're really a lot of fun. Once you get started with them, you can have loads of fun. And while you're staying at home in these days and you get bored, want something to do, pull out that old calligraphy set and get practicing. That'll do it. Wash your hands, be safe, and God bless. Don't text and drive. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Peace out.